Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Robian Napi. I'm a telecommunication engineering student from Telkom Institute of Technology Purwokerto. Now, I will presentation about the importance of cross-cultural understanding in international communication. Before starting the presentation, I choose the country of Thailand and Uzbekistan because Thailand is one of my destination countries to continue my next level of education, and Uzbekistan because the country is not much different from Indonesia, where the population is mostly Muslim. Without recognize difference in tradition and habits among people of different ethnic, religion, localities, region, and countries or nation. Confusion and misunderstanding will continually recur in communication with other communities. It is the ability to recognize these different, make correct interpretation, and react properly to people or situation in the communication with these communities that constitutes the essence of cross-cultural understanding. Cross-cultural differences can and do impede upon communication and interpersonal relationship. In the business world, this occurs daily, where people from different cultures interact and are expected to do, perform, and make decisions. Cross-cultural training aims to develop awareness between people where a common cultural framework does not exist in order to promote clear lines of communication and better relationship. Communication is an important means of expressing yourself because it exists different ways of expression and so different kind of communication depending on the culture you belong to. The way of communicating will not be the same as other countries, and it is important to know some values of other cultures and so of other ways of communicating for first of all avoiding some misunderstanding and then knowing better some aspect of different cultures. The majority of Uzbekistan's population is Uzbek-speaking ethnic Uzbek, which is the official language of Uzbekistan. Uzbek language are originally called Uzbek Tili, Russian in the second language that is widely used there in the language itself. The Uzbek language is a Turki language closely related to the Uyghur language, and both languages belong to the Karluk language, a branch of the Turki language family. The language is externally influenced by Russian, Arabic, and Persian. The Uzbek language can be considered a Latin form or the direct descendant of Chagatai, which is an extinct Turki language that was once adopted as a common language in Central Asia. Unlike the other language belonging to the Turki language family, Uzbek does not have vowel harmony, which is a type of phonological process involving the limitation on which vowels might be used next to each other in a sentence. The national language of Thailand, known as Standard Thai, is based on the language spoken in central Thailand. Nearly every person in the country is able to speak and write Standard Thai, having learned a language from government school and through its use in print and broadcast media. While Standard Thai has strongly influenced all the language of Thailand, a number of district Thai language continue to be spoken. Most people living in Bangkok and surrounding urban areas, as well as in upcountries, towns and cities use Standard Thai as both their domestic and public language, while people in rural areas speak language in a domestic setting that are sharply different from Standard Thai. Dialect related to the Lao language of Laos are spoken by nearly one-fourth of the population, primarily by those living on the Korat Plateau in North Thailand near the border with Laos. Speakers of other Thailand language, notably Khamuang, also known as North Thai or Yuan, it is written from in North Thailand, and Pak Thai, South Thai, in the south account for about another one-sixth of the population. Thai-speaking people are found not only in Thailand but also in Laos, where a Thai language is also the national language, as well as in Myanmar, Vietnam, North Malaysia, and South China. Greetings in Uzbekistan. In Uzbekistan, say greetings Assalamualaikum when meeting other people. It is from an Arabic greeting meaning peace be upon you. Then those who are given greetings answer Waalaikum Salam, which is also from an Arabic greeting meaning I also wish you peace. And greetings in Thailand. While Thailand people when they meet someone they will saying Saudi krap is for males and Saudika is for females. You can use this for hi, good morning, good afternoon, good evening for all occasion. This phrase is almighty greeting phrase. Islam is the dominant religion in Uzbekistan, as Muslims make up 19% of the population, and 5% of the population follows Russian Orthodox Christianity and other religion. The Uzbeks are Sunni Muslims, and they are considered to be among the most devout Muslims in all of Central Asia. Thus, about three-fourths of the population is Muslim, slightly less than one-third of the population is Eastern Orthodox Christian, and the remainder of the people considers themselves non-religious or follow other religions. The vast majority of people in Thailand are adherents of Buddhism. The Theravada tradition of Buddhism comes to Thailand from Sri Lanka and is shared by people in Myanmar, Laos, Cambodia, and part of South China and South Vietnam. The community of monks is central to this tradition. In Thailand, almost every settlement has the least one temple monastery, where monks in their distinctive yellow robes reside and where communal rituals take place. Social or small talks that is commonly used in daily life the people of Uzbekistan. When they meet someone, they will say hello by saying Assalamualaikum, while the right hand is placed in the left hand with a bow. And social or small talks in Thailand. While Thailand people when they meet someone, they will saying Saudi krap for males and Saudika for females, and ask how you are by saying Sabaidi mai krap for males and Sabaidi mai ka for female. Uzbekistan is a country with a rich culture, tradition, and history. The country offers a great opportunity to experience the life of ancient people, many archaeological gems, and the finest natural spot to explore. Now, what to do and what not to do while you are in Uzbek. Do remove your shoes while visiting any holy place or entering into someone's house. Do compliment to your host in Uzbekistan for their hospitality and food. Do bring some small gift, non-alcoholic, if invited from dinner to any Uzbekistan house. Do wear moderate dress that covers arms and legs while visiting any holy place. Do use your hand including arm while beckoning to any Uzbeks. Don't walk in front of anyone who is praying, as Uzbek believe it invalidates their prayer. Don't ever use your left hand to any Uzbek citizen for passing anything. Don't point your finger to any Uzbek as it is act to demand. Don't turn to index finger while beckoning to any Uzbek, as in Uzbek only animal are called like this. Don't think of bringing dog to any holy place as they believe dogs are unclean animal and their presence make the prayer invalid. Thais know that foreign visitors have their own custom and different ways of doing things. But if you are aware of some of the do and don't, you will earn respect from your Thai host. Most importantly of all, be particularly careful about respecting Buddhism and the Thai royal family. Do respect all Buddha image. Do dress properly when visiting a temple. Do remove your shoes before entering a temple, somebody's house, and even some shops. Do treat monks with the highest respect. Do lower your body slightly when passing between or in front in people. To try and learn a few basic pairs in Thai like Saudi crab, Saudi ka, and Kap kun ka. Don't show disrespect toward the Thai royal family. Don't cross your legs when you are in the presence of a monk. Don't touch a Thai woman without consent. Don't touch a Thai person's head or ruffle their hair. Don't be offended by questions about age, marital status, or what you do for a living. Okay, that's all my presentation. Thanks for watching and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. See you.